So I'm guessing there's only going to be about 5 people who watch this video that actually know what a ring gear holder is. So I'll explain it for the rest of you guys. It's another thing to do with cars, and what you do with it is you stick it in the teeth of the ring gear on the flywheel in your car, and it holds the flywheel and stops it from spinning while you're torquing the bolts or whatever. So basically it just lets you torque the bolts or loosen the bolts without having a friend hold a wrench on the other side of the crank to stop everything from spinning. It'll make a lot more sense once you see it actually in place. Now, the funnest thing about this whole process is getting the flywheel dowel pin and the bowl holes all lined up with the ones on the crank. So you're in a small confined space, you can't really see very well, you're going mostly by feel, and you're also holding this 25-pound plate above your head, and you're trying not to let the ring gear teeth make friends with your teeth, because that would probably be a bad time and a great dentist trip. And so it took a little bit of fighting, but we're just gonna toss in a few bolts here, and then we'll show you what the ring gear holder actually does. The guy with the Subaru down the street. Okay, we got 4 bolts in. Let's put the ring gear holder on. So what you do with it is you take a bolt that goes from the transmission to the engine block, and you stick the tooth on the ring gear holder in between the teeth on the ring gear itself. You push everything nice and tightly into place. Thread the screw into the block, give it a few turns with the socket wrench, and you're ready to go. You don't want to make it too tight because you can crush the plastic, but we want it to be snug enough so that it won't move. And so that's what it looks like when it's in place. And you can see the tooth on the holder is meshed with the tooth on the ring gear. And now let's see if it can hold 30 foot-pounds of torque. And what do you know? Holds it in there nice and snug. We can torque all the bolts ourselves. We don't need any friends to help us at this stage anyways. But what happens when we go to the full torque spec? Now for the Accord, it's about 78 foot-pounds. So let's see if it can handle that. And looky there, 78 foot-pounds of torque, doesn't even move. We're actually picking the engine up, and the ring gear is staying stationary. So there you have it, folks. If you're a backyard mechanic and you want to make your own ring gear holder, you can 3D print one.